So a lot of people laughed at this and was quick to judge. But you see this? This is part of my get home bag. So this is something I carry with me every day. And you know what I noticed? I always told people, you need supplies. You need to be prepared. They always laughed at me, always made jokes. But then the situation came up. I don't want to say the person exactly. The situation came up and everything I had came in handy. Now listen, if you have a family and you're not prepared, if a war was to break out, supposedly we're already in a war. If a natural disaster was to occur, how are you gonna get home to your family? How are you gonna protect them? Remember, this is not a bug out bag. This is not one of the bags I use when you have to evacuate with no time. They're not gonna give you a warning and tell you like, okay, on Tuesday, such and such date, the warning is gonna. No, they're not gonna do that. You got to be ready. You got to be prepared. But this is a get home bag. So let's just go through some of the stuff real fast so you guys get a better idea. So walkie-talkie has frequency mode and it has channel mode. Get some updates just in case there is something being broadcast with directions. You need to be prepared and ready for that. Next, flashlight. Definitely got to have a flashlight. This is one of the multi-tools I have. I have a few multi-tools, but this is one is used for, its own purpose. Two multi-tools, two different purpose. Which is, just in case you do get hurt, and you have bleeding, you need to be able to stop the blood somehow. This is simple. This is a life straw. So this is supposed to give you a few gallons of fresh water from any like water source. Like, you never know what you might have to do. Alcohol, simple things, more bandages, Band-Aids, tool. Now this will be used, get you out of a jam. Maybe you might need to fix something. Maybe you might need to cut something. This is like a portable tent. Slash like raincoat, just in case it start raining or you need to create a shelter for yourself for the time being. Maybe you might need to stay in one location for like 2-3 hours. I know that might not sound like much, but imagine it's just pouring down, raining on you, and you need to stay there. So I also have here a fire starter and a lighter. And the reason I have a fire starter and a lighter is because you ever put it in your GPS in your car and you're trying to go somewhere and it says 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you like, oh wow, 10, 15 minutes? That's nothing. But then you put walking distance and it says like an hour and 20, hour and 30. So you gotta do the math. You gotta understand. These commutes we have, which takes us 15 minutes to an hour to get home, if you can't take the public roads, which is the worst place to go if something does happen because it's going to be jam-packed, you're not going to move, you might have to use a different means of traveling. You might have to walk, you might have to hike it. You're not going to have a bike with you. So hiking hour ride or 45-minute ride, you know how long that's going to be. You might never know, you might end up somewhere you didn't even know. It might be like a small hiking area. You might need to create a fire. You never know. Just stay prepared, man. And this is the video, and I'm gonna start doing this video more often. I have 2 more bug out bags or emergency leave bags. That's what I'm gonna call it. And I'm gonna go through that stuff too as well. But yo, don't sleep on stuff. Don't sleep.